Percentages are a case in the SAT where we really need to memorize formulas because they like to trick us. And they use the kind of confusing nature of percentages against us. So we need a formula to keep track of everything. Here's the mistake that a lot of you make that you end up kind of getting lucky on anyway. So what most people do is they see this $53 and the 6%, and that they realize, oh, okay, well, that's 6% that was added on. So what I need to do is I need to find 6%, so 0.06 times the 53, and that's going to get me, we can use our calculators here, 0.06 times 53, that's going to get me $3.18, and then we want to take that away from the 53 that we started with to figure out what the price was beforehand, and that's going to be $49.82. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, it's not an answer, but it's close enough to be. I'm going to pick it. And in this case, you get really, really lucky because that is the answer, but you did this question completely wrong. Okay, so this is the trap method here. And I promise that on a harder version of this question, or maybe a different tests version of this question, you will absolutely get this wrong because they won't be as nice and they will put that trap answer, $49.82, they'll put that as an answer choice. So why doesn't this work? Well, it's because percentages are not reversible. So what we are being told in this question is that there was an original price of this, what is it, a jacket? Yeah, jacket. And so then 6% of that price is added on as tax, and that gets us to 53. And so we adding 6% to the original price is not the same thing as subtracting 6% from the final price, okay? Because 6% changes. 6% of $50 is different than 6% of $53. And so percentages are not like, yeah, like I said, they're not reversible. It's not like if we add 6% and then subtract it, we're back to zero. It doesn't work like that because it's more, percentages are more of a multiplication operation, and it's going to have different rules. And so what we really want to do here, and when I say memorize, is we really want to use what I call the open formula. Okay, this is how you're going to do percentages in the SAT because we know that this trap is always there and could get us. So the open formula means that we take the original price, we multiply it by the percentage, E stands for equals, and that gives us the new price. And in this case, this is a very simple thing, right? We don't know the original price. We do know the percentage. Now, here's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put it as 1.06, and 53 is the new. So why 1.06? Well, we write the percentage as a decimal, and 1.06 in this case is 106% as a decimal. Because what we want to do is we want to take that original, and whatever the cost of the jacket is, we still have to pay 100% of the cost, plus an additional 6% in tax. So another way to write this formula would be that we take the original and we do 1 plus or minus p, depending on the story, is equal to the new. And so here, if you wanted to really break it down, again, we don't know the original. 1 plus 0.06 is equal to 53, and that simplifies to this, gets us to the same place. This may seem unnecessary right now, but I promise on harder percentage questions, if you don't do this kind of stuff, you will get it wrong because, like I said, that trap choice is going to be there for you. And so now we can kind of see why what we're doing is a little bit different than what we did originally. In order to solve for x, I'm going to divide by my percentage. And I'm going to get, I don't even need to do it, it's exactly 50. So division is weird because we associate percentages with multiplication. And that's exactly what we did up here, right? We multiplied our value by the percentage. But like I said, percentages are not reversible. So sometimes we are going to do the multiplication when we're just taking a percentage of something. But more often on the SAT, we have to undo a percentage that we've already taken. And so that means we're going to undo the multiplication by doing division. And the open formula kind of forces me to think about that kind of stuff and makes me put things in the right places so that way I'm not falling for this trap. So right here, you could have also guessed and checked, right? Guess and check here would have worked. That way you can start with that and do 50 times 0.06 and kind of get the tax that way. But I really want to stress that you need a process for percentages. We're not taught a very good process in school, and so the SAT takes advantage of that, and so that's why I invented this open formula. It's in my study guide. So I invented it because everyone always gets these questions wrong, and I wanted to give you some way of fighting back against the SAT and staying organized. And so memorize that formula if you can. It will hopefully help you on some of the harder ones.